What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I want to give you guys an update on what Shiba Inu's price is doing because it's consistently building on top of the exact things that we've been talking about in the last few videos, and I want to keep you as updated as possible. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. Now, guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little Shiba Inu yourself on up to 50x leverage and some other cryptos on up to 500x leverage, which I don't recommend 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, you don't need to KYC, meaning you don't need to hand over your personal information in order to start trading, and you are going to get one of the best deals that I have ever seen before, which is a 10% bonus on first time deposits between $500 and $100,000. Guys, this means if you deposit $1,000, they're going to give you $100 right there on the spot to be able to use the trade, and the profits that you generate from that $100 you get to keep. It's literally allowing you to get free gains, basically. So check out that link below. Again, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to have this because it's just that good, so make sure you check it out down below and let me know what you think. Now, looking at Shiba Inu's price, okay, let's talk about, let me give you a little context real quick of what we've been looking at, just so you know what we're looking at today. So, what we've been tracking over the last few months, of course, was the fact that Shiba Inu's price broke out of this descending structure, and while breaking out of that descending structure, also put in an inverse head and shoulders. Both this descending structure and this inverse head and shoulders have breakout targets up towards this breakout zone between 37 and, of course, 50. Now, I have been telling you all very recently that you need to be watching this breakout very closely, because if this breakout is correct, if it happens how I hope it should at least, or how it should in general, then we are very well positioned to see Shiba Inu's price try to flip these points of resistance into support and actually try to make that move to the upside. This move up here might not be very far away if everything goes correctly, and well, guys, I will say things are going correctly, which takes us into the modern day. So over the last couple of days, we have been tracking this move right here. Of course, we saw Shiba Inu's price break out, and then it started to calm down. Now, I've told you all rather consistently that whenever crypto breaks out, it's going to do one of a few things. It's going to break out above a key point of resistance, and it's either going to go like this, right? Just straight down, literally just straight down, which is not good. It's going to go sideways, which is great. It's going to casually trend downwards, which is better, in my opinion, or it's going to melt upwards, which I don't particularly like, although it's not terrible. You know, this is just an okay thing to happen. But what I don't like is when this happens, when you obviously break out and then go all the way back down, eat up those gains, create a fake out. That's never good. And so what we've been seeing recently from Shiba Inu is that third option in which we saw the breakout, and then we've just been casually trending downwards, which is my favorite thing to happen. Now, you might say, Tyler, why? Let me mute my phone real quick. Sorry, this thing's jumping off. You might say, well, Tyler, why is this your favorite thing to happen? And the reason being is because oftentimes this has the highest success rate of getting a beautiful breakout. Whenever you see a breakout, and then you see this casual descending channel, right? What's happening in here is that your indicators are resetting, your bulls are cooling off, your bears are having some success, so they're getting confident, and so they're of course going higher and higher on leverage, creating liquidations right here, and then next thing you know, the bulls step in, liquidate some, force the temporary short squeeze that pushes the price higher and higher, typically surpassing that previous high. That's why I love descending channels. They're my favorite type of channel, okay? And so with that in mind, what I've been telling you all recently was that it seemed as if Shiba Inu was putting in one of these, but I would be able to let you know soon, because in yesterday's video, we still had this little, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. We still had this little microstructure, right? We were kind of focusing in on the fact that we didn't get the descending channel yet. We were more like a little descending triangle type of thing, but it was still so tiny, so new that I wasn't paying a ton of attention to it. It didn't really matter. But now what we can see is that now that we've gotten another little midterm high right here, we're actually starting to see this descending channel forming, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. I love seeing something like this, especially as we're approaching a major point of support. Because what you can see here is that as Shiba Inu's price is getting lower and lower and lower, we're approaching that breakout line from this inverse head and shoulders, the neckline, right? And so what it seems to me is that we're seeing Shiba Inu's price breaking towards the downside, now officially putting in the descending channel while approaching a major point of support, a level that we're going to try to flip from resistance into support. And does that guarantee that it's going to bounce off of this? No, it doesn't. But it means that we're getting a bullish structure while we're about to see the bull step in, and so that is going to provide at least some bullish momentum that should counteract any major moves here. And so because of this, I'm growing more and more confident that Shiba Inu's price isn't just going to absolutely collapse. I would say 1661 at minimum. I don't think we're going to go any lower than that, and I think it's putting us in a good spot to where we can see Shiba Inu's price use some support here and start to work its way up. And so the major update of the day, guys, is that we finally now confirmed this descending channel. We broke out of that little tiny little triangle that we were in, we put in a new little high, and now that gives us the symmetrical parallel channel that we were looking for, which is a very, very good sign. Remember, this is all pure speculation and guesswork, but at the end of the day, it's based off of a ton of history of studying these charts, and whenever things happen like this, it's a very good sign. So watch it very closely. I'll continue to update you as this does play out, but I am getting to a point to where I probably will be doing a little bit of buying on SHIB here. Not a ton, because I do have a decent sized bag, but at least a little bit, because we're getting to a spot with this pullback to where we're actually seeing these indicators reset and cool off, such as your 4-hour RSI, for example. And it seems to me as if it's becoming a decent time to buy. From top to bottom, we are currently down about 20%, at one point being down as low as 25%. That is very normal for intra-bull market pullbacks, and so because of that, I'm starting to like more and more what I'm seeing, and it's getting more and more bullish to me. So of course, the general update for today is that now that we've gotten this move over the last 24 hours, we've created that macro structure that I'm looking for, which is a very bullish sign while we are seeing these charts reset, and the likelihood of, again, this thing being able to set a higher low and continuing upwards is becoming higher and higher and higher. Now guys, I will let you know, I have been talking about SHIB a little bit over the last couple of days also over in the Patreon, answering some questions and stuff. Just for as little as $1 a month, you can join in the Patreon and ask some questions to me, to the chat, to the moderators, whoever. And for $5 a month, you can get extra insights and thoughts from me about news and charts and breakouts and things that we see. I post daily fundamental analysis. I post daily technical analysis. I also have a few crash courses in the works right now for the people who are in the Patreon at this moment, and we're working on some other ideas right now. So feel free to go check that out down below if you are interested in that. And don't forget, if you do want to trade a little SHIB yourself on up to 50x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down in the description below. But overall, guys, that is going to be it for today's quick Shiba Inu update. Of course, I hope you guys did enjoy. I have about 2 more videos going out today, so stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.